Semenyo. He's done well, Semenyo. He's done very well, in fact. That's a great baller, and City will score through Divine Miedema. Well, a very warm welcome. Is this the start of a new season, or is this just pre-season? Either way, it is the beginning of a new era for Manchester City. After 10 years of unparalleled glory with Pep Gvardiol, today the Blues face their first match without him as Enzo Maresca begins his tenure as the new City Supremo. Just a quick look at the 11 today. Well, what does it tell you?
Well, it's strong. It's strong. It's I didn't expect it to be quite as as strong as that. It's about getting minutes in legs, and I think as the game goes on, we'll see massive changes in the game. So the rhythm starts to go a bit, but very, very positive team to start with.
Well, just like in the World Cup, we've got a countdown clock that is eventually going to tick down to 0. And the Blues get the new Enzo Maresca era underway. And the Blues are already going nicely forward, and they have it with Semenyo trying to make his way around. He wins the game's first corner. And it is Semenyo down the left-hand side, and it is Savinho down the right. And Tijani Reinders will take the game's first corner. Punched away by Martinez, the Spanish goalkeeper. Well, we're going to have to get used to this. He was called Mini Pep when he was manager of Chelsea. He's going to try and shed that particular tag, I would think, very quickly.
Absolutely.
City funneling back into shape, but there's plenty of white-shirted Inter players, including Di Marco, whose ball in is a beauty, and Inter are going to... Well, I thought they were going to score. The offside flag up against Esposito, who put it wide. Inter taking liberties at the back. They just about got away with it, and they built well up towards the halfway line where Gvardiol wins it back, but then Reinders gives it away, and Stankovic plays a sensible ball out wide, and all of a sudden City is stretched with Idrissou trying to find a way through. Now Barella, now Diouf. Clip ball out to Di Marco, who hit across the ball to try and bend it in that far corner and didn't get it too badly wrong. Here's Semenyo. And a low shot by Reinders, which Martinez dealt with well at the near post. Kovacic, Reinders, Semenyo. He's done well, Semenyo. He's done very well, in fact. That's a great baller, and City will score through Divine Miedema. And you have to say that Semenyo there was absolutely first class as he got round the outside. Marmoush, Diaz and Nunez, who are just on a watching brief, having only just arrived in the Far East, certainly appreciated that goal. Plenty to admire within it, Andy.
Yeah, I mean, I just said a few minutes ago, Ali, I just thought Semenyo looked so sharp.
But anyway, that was the first goal since Pep Gvardiol left the club, and the first goal in a non-competitive Enzo Maresca game. Now Semenyo seen the goalkeeper off his line, and Martinez just for a moment was a little bit concerned. I suspect had it been a competitive game he might not have tried it, or am I wrong?
A reflection of his confidence.
Here's Kovacic, whose Croatia went out in the last 32 against Portugal. Semenyo, brilliant again, terrific run, on he goes. Oh, brilliant save by Martinez, or we would have seen one of the great pre-season goals. City in front through Divine Miedema in the 14th minute. Here's Di Marco, who is onside, and Donnarumma stretched himself out, but he won't do this time, and it's 1-1.
I'm just going to say, Ali, just before that goal, you cannot allow players to get their head up. unopposed and be able to clip a ball from 10 yards outside your box, you're just asking for trouble.
But we'll pause because here come Inter looking for another goal, having just equalised. And in the end, Donnarumma has to make the near post save to deny Stankovic. Here's Funny. He may develop into a wing-back, who knows? Kuzanov gets it from Gvardiol. Gives it him back. Semenyo probably offside. Gave up on it. Now Gvardiol again. Brings in Lewis. Good ball. Semenyo should keep it in. Didn't look like it had crossed there, did it?
Not at all.
Here's Foden. Now Semenyo gets beyond Dimarco. Definitely kept that one on. And he keeps on going, Semenyo. And he very nearly found Semenyo. I think it was just slightly behind him. Semenyo. Blinders again. Semenyo. Again, he's found a way through. And the game will end, or the first half will end, with a clearance from Bisek. Well, an entertaining first half, plenty to admire within it. City taking an early lead through Divine Mobama after some excellent work from Semenyo, who very nearly scored a second with a wonderful mazy dribble. But then Inter showed their quality and equalised through their centre-half, Pavard.
Well, 8 Nuri's come on.
Yeah.
Semenyo's gone through the middle. That's the first observation.
Absolutely. And City almost caught out at the very start of the second half. Mosconi, who's just come on, got a touch of the ball. Now here is Makadu, and he's in a good pocket of space here. Looks as though Semenyo's now playing as central striker, and Lewis has just put it over the bar.
Yeah, it was a great ball from Nico.
Foden. Semenyo. He's done well, Semenyo, stands it up beautifully. So a free kick to the Blues, won by Makadu. Foden again, the set-piece orchestrator. Semenyo on the line with Vitorais and 3 or 4 other City players as well. Cleared as far as Semenyo. Foden. Nico drags it wide of the post. Vitorais hit the crossbar, and then Nico went down with an injury.
Yeah, we didn't see it, did we? I saw it. You know, once there was a melee in there. City managed to keep it alive, but then you're just looking for a little reaction. Hopefully, you know, it falls to you for a little quick snapshot. I didn't actually see the impact.
See, Claudio Echeverri is ready to come on. Who you may remember Pep Guardiola brought on in the FA Cup final against Crystal Palace. Echeverri. Nouri. It's a great ball in, unlucky. Great weight on it. Nico did his best to turn it goal-bound, but it just bounced in front of him. Here's Braithwaite. Nice football. Nouri. It's a great ball in as well. And, well, Makadu could have topped everything off with the winning goal, but Provedel made the save.
I think City have been so good, Ali, and I think Enzo's going to be so pleased with the way they've just moved the ball and just been able to do their little patterns and rotations, and it looks so familiar to City. But also the turnover, whenever it's broken down, Inter have not been able to get 2 passes in, where City have clamped them in, and that's because the build-up behind has been excellent.
So that is the end of the 90 minutes, and it is now going to be a penalty shootout. So many positives. City made it 8 changes in the second half. They brought on Elaine, Vitorais, Rayan, Nouri, Nico, Sangare, Echeverri, Braithwaite and Makadu. Kuzanov. And he's missed. And Donnarumma has made an exquisite save.
What a save. Brilliant. Keeps it alive. Would have been difficult if that had been scored, Ali. Been 2 down, but that... Wow.
Here goes Nico. And he's been saved as well.
That staggered run up, Ali.
Gvardiol has already saved once. Can Echeverri at least put City in the score sheet? Oh, well, it's the Panenka, the little clip penalty.
Yeah.
And Inter have won 3 penalties to 1.
Yeah, great penalty straight down the middle. Donrua's got to gamble, isn't he? With the final one, can't stand up.
Well, it's not something that will disturb anybody's sleep patterns tonight, I'm sure.